Hi everybody, Jo here again. How are you doing? I hope you had a lovely weekend. Now today I thought I'd come in and share with you a little design just showing the pink and brown combination. So this is the design I've come up with. It's a nice, simple but effective design, and also one that could be used for so many different occasions. Now I am going to be using today the Lavinia masking sheets. You stamp on it, cut it out, and then the tissue part is a mask which you make and then can use again and again, so they last for ages. And today I'm going for those brown and pink tones, and I'm going to come in with Toad Lodge, and I'm stamping that in the falling leaves. Now, there are quite a few different lodges, different cottages, houses, so it's a good time to just, go through your crafty stash and see what you've got that you could use. And I'm just going to pop this sort of central-ish. I say ish, and I never want it dead centre, because if I aimed for dead centre and then it wasn't quite, it'd mess with my head. So there we go. So much detail in this beautiful stamp. Now, I have got one cut out, but I've used this a lot, so it won't necessarily stick that well, but I still want to use it. So what I'm actually going to do is get myself a piece of copier paper and put that on top, because I want this bit here, you see. And we've got the lovely fairy catkins, and that's going to keep peeling up, isn't it? We've got a couple of different stamps on this, so I'm going for the larger one first. And again, I just want to almost get it coming from behind, but I want to get it all in. I want to be mindful not to come off my piece of card. This is the bit I wanted, you see. Does that make sense? So the next one now. Now this one I'm just going to put up here, almost following that shape. And the reason I went for this house, little lodge, as opposed to the others, is I like the shape of the roof, and I thought it almost mirrored, you see. That was my theory. Right, one more stamp. Now there's 4 altogether on the stamp set. There's another little bud that's solid, but I just wanted this one, and I want this one just to come in sort of over here. Right, and I can get rid of this now. See, that was worth it for this bit here. And I am actually going to keep this, put it back on my acetate, because I reckon I've probably got one more use out of that. And we'll come in now and blend. And the colours I'm going for is Confetti and Pink Elephant. I'll probably use more Confetti, less Pink Elephant, but I like to have the two. Now, as you know, I like to turn my work, especially when I'm using the moon mask. And I'm thinking just having this sort of here, and that will mimic that shape there. I like things if we keep that nice shape. Now, I often get asked number of brushes. I did used to have just one for my pink, but I invested in a second. Once we got the pink elephant, it's much deeper. So I have one for my confetti, one for my pink elephant. Originally, I just had one. Now, I'm going to come in, and I'm literally inking over everything. As always, blend on the lid, and it's a good blend. Your non-slip mat will stop that lid moving. That's the whole purpose of these mats. They're fabulous. And I'm just going to add some nice light pink, just to cover the sky. And now it's got a little bit of the pink elephant, but it is just a little bit. So I'm going to start in the corner, because I just want to darken just some areas, just so it's not all the same colour of pink. I think it just will look a little bit better to have some different tones. But I'm happy with that. So now for some brown, and this I've gone for the truffle. But what I will do is mop this up, and I'm going to come in with the brown and just start and blend some colour And as always, every time I ink up, I start in the corners and then bring that colour across into that corner. And what I will just do with the truffle and a number 3 brush look, a little tip, I'm just going to add a little bit of shadowing to start off with under the house. But I'm going to colour this with my pencils. But I'm going to start and add a little bit of colour with my brush. And what this does is just takes almost the whiteness off the design, and it just means for me, I find it so much quicker and easier when I'm building up that colour. See, I love that. Can you see that already? So on to the pencils now, and I've got my Mondeluz pencils here, and the colours I've chosen, I've got the white, I may use that for my blending. So I've gone for a deep, a pink and a light. And then with the brown, I've just gone for a mid-brown and a dark. And what I'm going to do is just start off with the red, and I'm just putting it at the base of the buds. You will just make yourself a brew and take your time colouring in. I'm just trying to be a bit speedy because I know you don't want to watch me just add colour for hours. Circular motions work really well, but also I'm going over that red just so the red and the pink start to blend. And then with the lightest of the colours, and as you notice, I tend to hold my pencils in my hand. So with the door, we'll have some shadow at the top, it'll be darker, and then right round this side it'll be darker because the moon's there. So we'll go pink and then bring some of that blush in. So with the dark brown, I'm going to add some shade, and on the steps. And again, as I say, I'm just quickly, you'll spend longer. And very quickly, I'm just building up and keeping to these nice colours. So, when it comes to the roof, again, at the base, and then with that buff, again, just to blend the colours together. It makes it look really classy. But what I will do, Clear Wink of Stella, and this is just to blend these colours, but also it's water-based, water reactive, so it's going to give them a lovely blend. But as well as blending, it's going to dry with that bit of sparkle. And you know I love my wink of colouring. So what I'm going to do now with my pastel pencil is just add a little bit of shade under the cottage. So I'm going to come in with the brown, and I'll have some shadowing here, and the moon's there, so it's going to be more or less straight, isn't it? And then just a biodegradable cotton bud, just going to smudge it. The smudging will fix it, but also it makes it look a little bit better. Give that a nice blow. And then I'm going to come in with the black. I like the brown, but I'm just going to emphasise a little bit. And I know you think I'm daft, but I want to add a little bit of a path. So I've got a path to the cottage. And yes, I'm just blowing that. I don't want to move my hand and smudge the whole thing. And I just think that looks really nice. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't added my butterfly. So this is from the butterfly set. You know I use this a lot. I love this. And I'm just going to put it here, sort of half on the moon. And I just think it fills that space. And then I've got baby pink. Now this little, you know, I love this stamp, and it's on the foliage set. Now, what I'm going to do is what's really nice is if you look at the two, let me show you. The difference. You could leave it like this if you want it. I just wanted to add a little bit more of the pink. But often it's nice to compare and then decide. So what I'm going to do, this is the baby pink. And I'm just going to ink up in the corner, look. And I'm just going to keep inking up and just adding a little bit. And because I'm inking up in the corner, it just means that I don't get the whole of the stamp. I don't want the stem, and I can just decide exactly how much. And if you're not sure about doing this, have a little play on your copy of paper. And just a little bit more, and keep looking at the design and seeing. Now I think I need just another one here so it looks like it's flowing, and maybe just a little one here. So happy with that. And then at this side here, just so it sort of evens up and balances it. Don't want too much, just a little bit. Look at that. So as I say, that was the baby pink. And it just follows that lovely shape. Now, I haven't added a sentiment to this because I think there are so many different sentiments you could add. And it's one of those cards that there's lots of different occasions you could use it for. So a little bit of the white pastel. And it's those lovely finishing touches now. Now you've noticed I've craned a little bit over that lovely twisted vine. But that doesn't matter because when I was at Lavinia I picked up this Jelly Roll metallic. And it's sort of a sparkly orange. It doesn't say the colour on it. But it's a sparkly orange. And if I bring this in, look, just to lean, I'm just going to... And the good thing is, if you have gone over with your pencil, like I have, this will cover. Now, I've gone for a colour that goes with my design. It might be you want a contrast. So you might want those to really pop, really stand out. So in which case, use a different colour. Now, some white little highlights to finish. And I'm going to come in, Mangaka or Posca, both work just equally as well. And I'm just going to add some little white. Now, they will look better when the Wink of Stella is dry. My Wink of Stella is still a little bit wet. So, again, at home, I would just let that Wink of Stella dry. And you'll see it. White will show up more, but I'll just add a few so it gives you the idea. A few little on here, down this side, down the middle of the door, the steps, and then just catching on the top of a couple. And I'd just like to add a few just in the middle of those lovely flowers. Go Dotty doing this, don't you? And again, with the flowers, I would always stop just before you think, because you can always go back and add a couple more if you want. Now, I've stopped at this point because I want to show you the difference. Got one here where I've added the faux bleaching. This one I haven't. So I'm actually going to leave it with the two so that you can decide. But all I've done for my faux bleaching is got my fan brush and then added some little splatters. Like that, and then just dried them. But just so you can see the difference, I think it's nice to show you some alternatives. So depending whether you want the faux bleaching or not, you can decide. And as I say, I can't wait to see. I'm sure somebody's going to do a Christmas version for me. If you do, please tag me in. I'd love to see, because I might just decide I need to make one myself. So Thanks as always for popping in, and I hope you love the colour combination and you have a play. Have a look at your stamps and see which ones you think would go really well with this. So you take care. Much love and hugs from me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.